He was rarely in his office alone. There were always students who wanted to pick his brain, talk to him, sometimes debate with him. One of the students who worked with him on a daily basis, always was in his office as an assistant to Rocky, is Saud Al-Zaidi, and he comes now with his message.
I met Sensei Rocky maybe 4 years ago, and he took me into a martial art called Aikido. And he treated me as any other student, even thought I had a defect with my feet. He will really be missed in our dojo, whether it's in the Aikido dojo or in the Kendo dojo. And I really miss his slaps and smacks when I did something wrong. I see a lot of people here today that were deeply affected by Sensei Rock, and that were motivated to become better, to change. And that's what I think, well, that's his legacy that he left behind for all of us. And I thank him greatly. Now, someone from the Kendo Dojo will be speaking. Abdallah Awad.
I met Sensei Izumi about 4 years ago or so when I first started playing Kendo. And first thing I said to myself, wow, this old man really makes me feel bad about myself. It makes me look really bad. I mean, he's doing push-ups and sit-ups and I don't know what else he's doing, jumping around, hitting people with sticks, and I'm like sitting there smoking and I don't know what. I was like, I'm sorry, but I gotta change 180, and I did, and thanks to him, he is something. I mean, and I really enjoyed sparring with him, and I used to. Once I spoke to Saud right there, and I was like, man, if I ever had war, if I were ever in war, man, this guy would be in front lines, you know, like, swinging the sword or throwing punches left and right and anything, and like, no hesitation, never looks back, just forward. This guy, just forward. And he's a great guy, man. He's a great inspiration to me, and he fought like a samurai warrior and he died like a samurai warrior, and I'll definitely miss this guy, and I still do. I miss this guy a lot. I miss sparring with him and everything, and I really thank him for showing me the way. Thanks.
Tuesday nights will never be the same in Kuwait, especially for the Filipino action shooting team, which proudly claimed Rocky as a member. The next several Tuesday nights will be interesting and fast, because there are several men and women who always hoped to outscore Rocky, but couldn't, until now in his absence. This will be especially difficult for them. Rocky will be proud for the person who will succeed him. Here on behalf of FAST, Lucy Cortizano.
Just over 2 years ago, a middle-aged man with a very friendly face and a beautiful smile walked into the Mayadin shooting range complex one Tuesday evening, and he said he just wanted to take up shooting as a sport. His charm, because of his beautiful smile, ensured that he was readily accepted. Such was his determination that over the next 2 years, not only he did learn to shoot, he also became one of the best. This man was Dr. Hiroaki Rocky Izumi. Not only a good shooter, but also a great human being. More importantly, his friendly smile, quick wit, and readiness to help everyone on the range earned him the friendship of all. It was for this reason that he was elected tournament director of the Filipino action shooting team FAST last year. For me, he became a good friend, although we met only every Tuesday at the shooting range, and we never had a share of dark chocolate. he would always encourage everyone. And he also pushed himself to the limits to do better. This determination paid off by the end of 2012 when he was named the second best shooter of the year after winning 2 tournaments. For me and my friends at the Filipino Action Shooting Team, FAST, the departure of Dr. Izumi is a very great loss. He will always be missed. His smile always used to cheer us up. May God bless him and give him a place in his heavenly abode. I offer mine and the FAST family heartfelt condolences to the family. May God give you the courage to bear this great loss. Thank you.
A couple of you have mentioned the dark chocolate, and I guarantee you the Department of Business Administration will keep this to ourselves, but we will share the smelly fish, if you would like that. Did you hear the violin solo? No, I didn't either. And Julia has prepared for this, so now please, Julia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. With all my sympathy and sadness, it was a big shock to receive the news of the death of Dr. Hiroki Izumi passing. We will all miss a man that has done so much for GUST and its people. A man who was full of faith, honesty, and knowledge. We are all here today to share memories, sympathy, and sadness for the loss of Dr. Hiroki Izumi, my role model, my dear friend, my professor, and my boss. Dr. Rocky, I have spent the last 5 years at GUST, where I see you and communicate with you every day. Since 2008 up to Friday, March 1st, 2013, where my friends started calling each other to try and conclude how would they inform me on your death. Dr. Rocky, I promise you I'll carry on with Introduction to Management, our baby course. I saw your vision in education. I promise you I'll apply it and work on it. I will never forget your words. Dana, my course is open book, open notes, open internet, uses an open mind, because they will never put a manager in the corner and ask him to make a decision where he cannot use any kind of sources. Sunday, March 3rd, 2013, I drove through the parking lot and couldn't find your car that was always there on time. That is when I realized I have lost you, Dr. Rocky, and I will not be able to see you again. Dr. Rocky, you left too early. I had too many things in plan to share with you on Sunday, but I didn't get the chance to. Your death was faster than planned. I will never forget our conversations at your office. I will always remember your words. Sit down and have some chocolate. It will make you feel better. And it always did. I will never forget your statement at my graduation, where you told me, I'm proud of you. You made it, and you can achieve whatever you want in life. And you should go and get your PhD. I promise you, Prof, I will. I just don't know when and where. Thank you for being in my life for the last 5 years. You added value to my life and my experience. In my personal life, you played a big role. I will never forget the day when my fiancé came to me and told me, Dr. Rocky asked me, where are you taking this relationship with Dana? I told him, I love her, and I will marry her. I'm taking this relationship till the end. Here where Dr. Rocky told my fiancé, great, be a man with her. She have had it in life. Yes, Dr. Rocky, I have had it in life. And I wanted to tell your sweet soul today, I still love my fiancé, and I respect him a lot with all the stupid reactions that I do sometimes. But you taught me that love can forgive and can learn us to learn from our mistakes and keep going in life with just the sense of we can do it. Just by love, you can continue your life. Finally, I'll miss my friend, my role model, and if I had an opportunity just to speak to you for 1 more minute, I will just tell you proudly, I am proud I knew you in life. Thank you.
Martial arts were as important to Rocky as life itself, and students from his GUST dojo and students and associates from the Radisson Blue dojo will entertain us with brief demonstrations of Aikido, Kendo, and Iaido. And while the first demonstrators are getting into position, I want to acknowledge our musicians today. Our vocalists are Dr. Marta Trisna from our English department, our fabulous resident artist, Margaret Graham, Dr. David Miller, who heads our music department. Mr. Chris Freeman played the flute, and Julia Trisna played the violin.
Hi. It was not easy to look back at what Sensei Izumi had introduced to us and then write it down in brief words. Izumi Sensei life had many aspects, which were extended to his family, his friends, Aikido, Kendo, and surely all his students. At the beginning of 2009, Izumi Sensei introduced to us the art of Kendo, and he formed the first Kendo dojo called Yokote in Kuwait. After 1 year of training, the Kuwaiti team, and under Sensei's instructions and guidance, won the first Middle East Kendo tournament in Dubai. Kendo is a way to discipline the human character through the application of the principle of the katana. In front of you, you see two Kendoka in their full armor and our sensei. These are the standard Kendo moves and attack points which Sensei taught to us.